all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast with some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta gameplay, and that's right, we are closing in on the release of Black Ops 3, only just a little bit less than 2 weeks, and we will have our hands on the full game of Black Ops 3, including campaign and zombies, which should be lots and lots of fun. And even before then, just about a week from now, Halo 5 will come out, and I'll probably make a few videos on that as well, because I like Halo. But besides that, let's actually talk about probably what's on some of your guys' mind. I haven't made a video in a week, like exactly a week, maybe a little less, but 7 days. 7 days I have not put up a video, and that is really unorthodox for me. I am really weird about that feeling right now, because I don't remember the last time that has happened, unless, you know, I've gone on vacation or something, but even then I would schedule videos or some shit. But this was literally, like, I was here the whole time. I just have not been playing video games. I've been so caught up with college and just so much stuff to do, so much work, you know, studying for midterms and actually having a social life and then volunteering and all that kind of stuff has just caught up so much of my time that I haven't even had enough time to record or play Destiny. You know, that game takes a lot of grinding. I missed out on most of Iron Banner, and just a lot of stuff. Just a lot of stuff has passed me by, or time-wise, rather, because it just feels like it's been forever since I played video games, but it hasn't. It hasn't, but it feels that way. So, trust me, guys, I don't like it as much as you do, either. I really like making YouTube videos, and it feels weird when I miss my days, or when I don't upload a video on the day that I'm supposed to, but I've just been had a lot of stuff going on lately, and you know, it's come to my attention that I've been experiencing some moral dilemmas, like with balancing my time, because I'm about to be spending so much of my time, so much more of my time on college due to certain reasons, and it kind of makes me think, like, do I even have time for this? Do I even have time for YouTubing? And I really don't like thinking about that, because I love YouTubing, and I just love doing it. I love making videos for fun, but lately I've just been so normal. It's weird. Like, I've actually, like, been a normal collegiate student person, like going to events, social college events, and not gaming events, and not playing. It's weird. It's so weird. And I want to call this video real talk, because this is really real talk for me. Like, I feel so weird doing normal stuff, because I always thought that I was not normal. Everybody knows that I'm a weird fuckface, but like, doing things that everyone else is doing, and then it's just like, well, shit, I feel like YouTubing right now, but then I don't. It's weird. I don't know how to explain the feeling, guys. I really don't. But it's a somewhat long of a video, so enjoy the gameplay at least. I know I haven't put up video in a week, so you guys deserve to get a bit more gameplay, and we're probably going to be doing Black Ops 3 gameplay from here on out until Black Ops 3 actually comes out. Just because, honestly, like Destiny, it's come to that point where it's been a month. It's been more than a month since the DLC is released, and I've done everything I wanted, pretty much. I haven't gotten some of the exotics. Obviously, some of the exotics are still yet to be revealed, but I'm not really in the drive to do that. I'm not really too crazy about it, not too ecstatic about trying to go and collect everything in Destiny. So, there's actually one thing that I have been doing a lot, and I've been actually missing a certain game. This game I would classify as my favorite game of all time. #1 spot, and there's no second close game that even comes close to it. Like, nothing compares to how much I love this first game. And this is a game that most people haven't heard of, and if you're anywhere under the age of 13, you'd probably never heard of it either. But the game's called City of Heroes. That's the game that I've been referring about. And it was my favorite game, and so I actually got really nostalgic one of these days when I wanted to take a break from my studying. Not enough to, you know, actually play some games or stuff like that. I just wanted to watch some YouTube videos, and I got really nostalgic about this game, and I, you know, started remembering my childhood memories with it and everything. I played this game since I was 8 years old. A little bit of backstory about this game. It's an MMORPG, like World of Warcraft, but it actually came out a few months before World of Warcraft. It was the MMO before World of Warcraft was a thing. And in it, it's like DC Universe Online, in a sense where you make your own superhero, you give him your own powers, you give him your own travel powers, and you do missions in the world of City of Heroes, just in this big city filled with crime and tyranny and all that stuff. And it was lots of fun because it was the first game to give you so many customization options. It was the first game to give you so much freedom with your power choice. You didn't have to follow a certain like path the way you wanted to do it. You could literally do whatever you want, whatever kind of power you want. If you want to be a hero, a villain, whatever, you could do it. You could do anything you want, and it was so crazy. And that game was going for 8 years. That MMO for 8 years. And you know, right now World of Warcraft I think is the longest running MMO that's done that. Maybe RuneScape. No, RuneScape's the longest running MMO RPG, I'm assuming. But World of Warcraft is very popular one, obviously. But anyway, you know, that's been going, and then in 2012, November 30th, 2012, they actually shut down all the servers. NCSoft, which was the not the developer, but like the not the publisher either. They just had the rights to the game. They shut it down. They shut it down for no reason. Like, the game was still doing great. People were still playing it. The companies were still making money off of it, whatever. They shut it down for no reason. That was 3 years ago, and I still miss that game, and I still yearn to play it every day. That's how good of a game that was for me. And so I went back and, you know, looking at all these videos, it just made me not want to play any video games except for that one, just because how good that one was to me, just how much I loved that video game, how amazing it was compared to anything else I've ever played, just the experiences I had, the community in that game was the best community ever. It's just unbelievable. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just Google City of Heroes or YouTube it. YouTube the shutdown, like when it was being shut down, how the community responded to that and what they did in order to stop it. Like, it was unbelievable. You wouldn't even expect it at all. And even to this day, members of the community are still trying to find a way to get the rights to the game, or find some other developer to take it from NCSoft or whatever to revive the game, to actually bring the game back after being dead for 3 years. That's insane. Like, the commitment that the community had to that game is unbelievable, which is probably why I love it. It's just like the best video game community ever. But anyway, a lot of you guys are just like, what the fuck is he ranting on about? The hell? Again, if you want to know what it's like, just Google it. They are making a spiritual successor to it called City of Titans, which I think they said that the beta is going to launch next year. I think summer of next year, somewhere around there. So I'm definitely going to be playing that. Whether or not I make YouTube videos on it remains to be seen. But if City of Heroes was still around, if City of Heroes was still around, I would make videos on it. I actually started making videos on that game on my old channel before I shut that channel down, just because I wanted a different name and a different brand for myself. But I will link a City of Heroes video for you guys from my old channel, just to see some gameplay, because it's not possible to get any more gameplay. The costume creation and like the character creation, that's still around. Like, that's people have worked out programs and ways to like get that you know, going back and ready, you know, operational. Like, they just pulled out beta files and they just took the character creation part and they cemented it so you can actually create your character. But when you go into the world, there's no enemies, there's no contacts, there's no NPCs to interact with, so you pretty much just make your hero in the City of Heroes, and that's about it. So that's still alive though, but the actual game itself is dead, unfortunately. But anyway, why am I doing this long ass spiel? Well, I've been looking for an MMO to kind of, you know, fill that void, and that's why I like Destiny, because I've always played MMO since a kid. Obviously, City of Heroes, I played that. That's a big MMORPG, and Destiny is an MMO, a first-person shooter, so, well, I don't know if people argue about it being MMO or whatever, but it is an RPG, and it's a first-person shooter. First-person shooters were the games that I, you know, adopted after my MMO spree was kind of done, when City of Heroes was shut down, so, you know, that's kind of why I really like Destiny. But I'm actually going to try DC Universe Online. It's never going to fill the void that City of Heroes was, but I'm going to try DC Universe Online off screen, see how much I like it, see if I'm going to stick with it, and then we'll see what happens there. I might make videos on it, I might not. Let me know what you guys think about DC Universe Online. But definitely when City of Titans comes out, oh, 100%. 100%. I even told this to myself. If City of Titans, once that comes out, I'm probably going to ditch every other video game and just focus on that one game, just because if it was as good as City of Heroes was, that one game could literally last me the rest of my life, just because that's just how amazing COH was. And this was a game that was made back in 2004, and I think it's still the best game to ever be released. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is a little bit of me venting and just letting you guys know where I was. I should be coming back shortly, but, you know, we'll see what happens. thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure y'all have a wonderful day.